All right, let's say hi to YouTube. Hi, YouTube. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys are practicing that self-care. Hey, real quick, if you guys see me looking to my left, I'm literally looking at my ISP thing, or right for you, I guess. Because at any moment, this stream can crash. This video can crash. I'm out in the middle of the desert, out in the middle of nowhere. And that's just the way it works. It's just the way it is. We do tend to go ahead and stop and analyze and talk about the show as we go along. And the number one thing is we do tend to go ahead and, like, you know, talk about many different things, have an open conversation. This is live, so quite literally, like, we're talking with one another, we're talking with chat with each other, so on and so forth, so on and so forth. Also, 69% of you guys aren't subscribed, and yes, I'm being 100% serious about it. So make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, comment your thoughts, likes, dislikes, so on and so forth. Anyways, Emma starts off with, I have a question about the show. Is this the backstory of the Backstreet Boys before surgical operation? Emma, oof. Does Starlink work over there? It does, but it's a little expensive. Un poquito expensive, you know? All right, guys. Also have my energy drink ready, so I'm going to be going through it. Why don't we go and just jump into it? Yeah, what do you guys think? All right, let's go. Hold on, making sure. There we go. If you guys let me know if you guys can hear it. All right, let's go. Back the fuck up. Is that her? No fucking way. I am sorry, but a blue-haired waifu down in the fucking pink side. I saw that. That's why, like, it caught my fucking attention. Like, down here. Is that her? Was she in another fucking band here? Dude, that's fucking 9 seconds in and they're dropping some fucking lore out in the middle of nowhere, dude. Hold on. Hold on. I just... It's like you blink and you miss it moment. Totally, bro. Totally, bro. Total. Okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up and wait till... Oh. Well, my thing is... Well, I'm sorry, guys. You guys are gonna fucking hate me, and it's okay. I hate myself some days, too. It happens. We all have our internal... It's a joke. It's a joke. Calm. We all have our internal... That look that she has... That look that she has, for me, is speaking volumes of this. I know, because that doesn't even look like her. This looks like a hit band or something. You know, like a band that's trying so hard. Like, especially like her. Like, if you're being forced to do something. In case you guys don't know, I used to be in a band. I've done theater. I've done 101 things. I've directed a lot of theater productions. Or done a lot of, like, actually playing percussion because I'm a percussionist. So on and so forth. There's a backstory here that's not being told that, for me, just her doing this speaks volumes. And if you guys have ever come into contact of, like, they look like some underage waifus. But here's the thing is, how many people, how many bands, how many theater productions, whatnot, oftentimes will change a show depending on the audience that they're going for. That poster is in a different timeline. So... Because what I'm getting at is, like, in situations like this, it says band collab, but all the, like, I don't know, she has very different vibes. Like, the other bands in here look like idol bands, you know? Like if we were to be like, kiss, kiss, fall in love, or like some fucking stupid thing out there, dude. It just feels different, you know? Like, the vibe that all these other bands are giving feels different than what, like, real is in general. And for me, her looking at this is like... Ooh, And the reason why I'm saying that is because even as a theater director, right, I used put on many shows, many productions, whatnot, even put on a production that Brady was in, actually, too. And oftentimes people will try and sway you, like, this is not going to work for this audience. I'm sorry, you're going to have to change. Your American jokes, yeah, it's not going to work over here. And it's like, we're going to do what we want to do, and if it lands, it lands. If we do this, it's going to work. You know, it is what it is. Like, we're going to go through with it. But oftentimes people feel pressure. People feel the pressure of outside expectations, right? And I think this is a big thing. Even bands do this, where they feel like, say that you start off with like a really, like, you know, they started off with rock, but then like rap is coming around. It's like the next big thing, and they switch to rap. They start losing followers. They might pick up some other ones. Then like they go into like, I don't know, another genre, like new pop songs, and they just completely fall off and you never hear from them again. And there are a lot of bands that tend to go that way, and all of a sudden the way that they play the music is not true to who they are as an individual, and you can hear that in a performance. If you've ever been to a play, or like an actor and like doing a monologue, if they can't connect with the words, you are not going to feel it.
All of this, you know, all of it.
You are quite literally going to be there looking at them and just be like, I know you're saying words, I understand what you're saying, but I don't feel anything from what you're saying. And that's the whole thing, is the same thing with music. If you go, for example, I love to go to the crappy, I hate to say it this way, the crappy middle school and high school bands, you know, because you can really sometimes feel like the difference, right? Like when people are really into it, music can move you. Music, don't matter what fucking lyrics are out there in the world or what they play, like if it's like upbeat or like slow, you can feel the music when people are truly into it, when it speaks to them, versus just playing notes on a page. And that's the big difference in all of that. Sorry guys, I know what this might sound, this might just be like poof, but this just, for me, it speaks volumes, because like I've run into posters of some of the stuff that I've done, and like run into posters of other people's productions and other stuff out there, and I'm like, you know, seeing the changes that they've done in order to try and fit in with the here and now. And like, even like content creators, we're not going to go that fucking far. Content creators, you know, and this is why I'm saying you have to stand for something in some way, shape, or form, right? Like, for example, I love talking about anime, video games. It's something that I've done all the time, but I'm not all of a sudden gonna switch into, you know, a political news writer and like, you know, try to get like some politics, like, you know, watchers over on my side. I'm not gonna all of a sudden go start like, you know, let me pick up a book and like do a 100,000 page analysis on it when I'm not a literature expert, you know. Like, I'm slowly but surely, like, my thing is building this community up, and I think that's the number one thing with that. I mean, with your 5 head, I think a lot of people would listen to that, but no, like, I'm looking at this and it's like, you have to stand for something. And as a band, I think that's one of the most important things, is what do you stand for? Who is your music going to? Why is it going there? What impact do you want to have, and how? And even through that, as a psychologist, in case you're wondering, how do you get to this deduction, Edgar? How? I just don't get it. Bobby? It's simple. In a setting, in a psychological setting, what we ask are those 5 questions every single time. If Touch Me Dono was like, hey, I've been having a lot of issues with my band, you know, the Touch Me's, you know, playing Overlord music, they want to go ahead and switch to K-pop. All of a sudden, I'm asking these 5 questions, and I'm asking them to touch me. So how does that make you feel trying to go ahead and switch from one genre to another? It might be a little laggy, TLC. Standing for something in this day and age, ha! Everyone is afraid of getting canceled, yeah? I too was once on a ban, but then I got an arrow to Emma. To an extent, though, I think content creators... Yeah, true, Cloud Monkeys. Like, people do follow trends in some way, shape, or form. But there's a difference between following trends, right? And then completely just ripping apart your content in order to, like, spread for that, like, you know, like literally like sprint for that trend. And I think that's like the number one difference in that. There are people who do phenomenally in, like, you know, going, like, you know, even adding certain elements into their thing versus completely switching, being like, oh no, I'm gonna use Nick Mir as an example, being like, I hate Nick Mir, blah 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 blah. Nick Mir gets super duper popular, and all of a sudden I'm like, Nick Mir, you're my homie, right? You're my homie G, right? Like, no, like, you know, there's differences, and that's why you gotta stand for something in some way, shape, or form. My band is either being smart with your content is part of your job. Shilling is the problem. No, of course not, Nick. You know I love you, man. We play Overwatch together. We do so many things. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue. I just wanted to go ahead and stop 11 seconds in and talk about this, because for me this is a big introspective moment, and I'm kind of wondering if this is actual lore and if it's going to be addressed in the show, because that looks so fucking similar to her. I'm like 1,000% sure it's her, and if it is, well done, because that's in the flash of a fucking eye. It has to be. It has to be.
ダメね。いや、でも一応最後まで弾けてそこなんだけどね。はい。考えてみたら私ボーカルもやるわけじゃない。でも今は全神経ギターに行っちゃって歌どころじゃなくて。なるほど。もういっそボーカルだけの方がバンドのためなんじゃないかと思ったんだけど、でも乾燥中とかやることなくて私オロオロしちゃいそうだし。いや。
Bruh. You stay in character. You rock out, girl. You can do it. If you suck at playing guitar, you can do it. Oh, dude, I've been there way too many times. Like when I first started acting, and like everyone else was doing their monologues, and there was an action scene, and you're just in the background, and you're like, what the like? A lot of new actors are like, what the fuck do I do, dude? You stay in the scene. You know, fucking rock out, hands out. You yell. You go and you jam out with the guitarist. Something. The stage is yours. Make it yours. Be proud of it. You know. But I will say there's a big dysfunction in this group right now, and I think it needs to be addressed. As if I was to go in here, let me bring in Theater Ed, right? Oh, where the fuck? Hold on. Let me bring in Theater Ed. Hold on. I need to do this, as cringe as it is. All right, here we go. Right here we go. All right, we're bringing in Theater Ed here. I know. We're getting a return by death here. So, if this is going to hold up at all, Super Catonial Theater Ed, here we go. If we were to bring in Theater Ed here, what I would go ahead and state... What's up, Cyclones?
That's what it's all about.
What I would say is, what is this group dynamic? Because in theater, right, I don't just say, you're an actor, you're going to act in my next play. Yes, you watching this Bocchi video. Guess what? You're a part of my next fucking theater production. We're all gonna go fucking insane. Blah, blah. You play the drums. So on and so forth. Like, we're not just gonna fucking go at it here. Okay, wait, hold on. If that's too fucking, it's a little hot in here as well. There we go. That's better. If that's too fucking much, my main thing with all of this is also, yeah, there you go. Happy. My main thing about this
big brain time.
It is, I would say, hey, how are we gonna blend together? How are we gonna allow this propinquity in the group to start forming us together, and for all of us to actually start getting along? Because playing music, doing art, doing a theater production, anything like that, it takes more than just reading lines off a page and like memorizing it, knowing. It is quite literally like a connection, a wave that you have to have with one another, that even if you fuck up in the piece, you can recover and improvise and be able to go on with it. So what do? How do you do that, chap? I'm curious. I'm throwing this out there. How do you do that in like in something like this? Please, no spoilers. Remember, I haven't seen this show. We're literally walking through it. I'll be straight up. Aside from practice, you want to know what I do? The first show, yes, we read the lines. The first the first practice, we read the lines. We go out for drinks. We go out for drinks, my friend. We literally go out, we drink, we have a fun time, we laugh, we joke. After every practice or every, like, you know, every so often, we go out, we joke around, we're comfortable with one another to the point where we are able to build that rapport inside of it. Why? Because at that point, if we actually become friends inside of it, we're able to bond and whatnot. It doesn't matter if I don't know Cloud Monkey's lines. You know, if Cloud Monkey and I have been like amazing buds, we go out drinking every so often, whatever. I know his story, his character, so on and so forth. I can improvise in character to get him to where he needs to be if we're in a scene together. I can do, it doesn't have to be the exact same fucking lines. Same thing with music. And that's the beauty of it. That like bond, that propinquity that needs to be established there is super important, as much as practice, I would say. Oh God, actor monkey. All right, that's theater ed. Congratulations, y'all got. Yeah, band is just friendship with music. Aw, touch me. I like that. Band is just friendship with music. School Kong, socialize and icebreakers. Yeah.
だからもっと頑張らないとねさあうわ
Ugh, the extrovertedness.
爽やか向上心パワー眩しすぎるそういえば私がボーカルやってもいいのそうだ後藤さんも一緒に歌って
Aw.
無理です絶対でもごめんなさいそんな嫌なのねいいねそれ新しいギターパフォーマンス先輩これ
Me when I go to the dollar clubs, if you guys know what I'm talking about. No, 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 no. It's so cute! Raccoon, how are you? I hope you're doing well. This is so cute. Can someone make this an emote in the server, please? I'd appreciate it.
ごめんなさいそんな嫌なのねいいねそれ
Aw.
新しいギターパフォーマンス先輩これ好きですかじゃあ私も練習をしなくていいそんな練習寮も来たし向こうに集合ねはいそれではバンドミーティングを始めます
Hi! Round of applause, everyone. Oh, this is good stuff.
本日のお題はこちらズバリより一層バンドらしくなるには
How can we be more band-like? Go for coffee! Yeah, don't just have meetings about having meetings. Please don't. Go get a fucking drink. Go to the movies. Experience life. Fucking helicopter. I don't care what the fuck y'all do. Just go. Have fun. Also, hi Raccoon. Tim Claire, hello. Or Tim Clear, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. Sincerely, I'm good. How are you? I'm doing great. I'm doing fantastic, honestly. I'm so excited for... I've told him about our degenerate game for today. Or, haven't told him the name of it, but I've told him that we're playing, Tim Desu. Hi, Ed. Today is January 7th. Oh, Merry Christmas to everyone. Yeah, we're celebrating today. Have a nice day. Thanks. I'm late again. You're fine. All right, let's go. It's so half-assed. I want... Oh, is she a Dami mommy? Oh, I don't mean it like that. That sounds really wrong. I mean, like, I love you. I finally got the stream. I'm happy, Tim Kalir. I'm so happy, Tim Des. I mean it like this. If my theory is true that she's been in another band, right? And by theory, I mean like her reaction. How much of an impact do you think it is for her to see these new people come in and not be sure of themselves in some way, shape, or form? And like, I'm throwing this out there just like fucking, you know, grabbing a rock and throwing it across the pond, right? Like, how would you be, for example, if I was really unsure about the way that I'm playing my music or how I'm doing certain things or even like fake niceties and you could read through me because you've been a part of another band or another productions, how would you address that? And I'm curious. How would you guys approach me and say, hey, you know what? Like, dude, it's okay. You can relax. You can do certain things. Because like for her, also it might be a thing of like, hey, yeah, someone's gotta connect with her in some way, shape, or form, other than just we're bandmates, because clearly something's up. I had a very bad thingy with band. How so, Tim? I would see it as an ominous sign. It's a leap of faith. It is, and it's scary. It's scary outreaching to people and talking to people and making connections. So I can't and even don't want to. Yeah. It's a terrifying experience. All right, guys, I'm going to let the opening play here on Twitch. I know it's going to get muted on the YouTube side of things, so I better see some cat jams, some Bochita jams. All right, let's go. Have a good night, Mashiro-sama. I appreciate it. Oh, we'll get to that. On her PA-san, dude. Oh. PA-san's lips, dude. Oh. Alright, YouTube didn't get to hear any of that. We're good. So hold on. Tim, I still think I was... So let me be straight up with you, Tim. If you had an issue with your band and your band wasn't able to go out and address it almost immediately, or like weren't able to go out and have a normal discussion or conversation with you, I gotta say that it sounds like the whole band was having an issue with communication. Right? Because if there's an issue present and people, like, it's uncomfortable addressing stuff, but you still have to be able to address it and have a conversation about it. And if people aren't able to have that conversation, then it's not just your fault at that point, right? Because it's the whole band in general is probably letting it brew to the point of, yeah, of where it gets there. And this YouTube copyright just doesn't work for this one episode. Oh, yeah, yeah. Down bad at, hey, Cloud Monkey. Are you not? Is there someone that you are down bad for? I'm curious, chat and YouTube. Is there anyone that you're down bad for? I don't care what it is. I don't judge. Y'all can say it. I don't mind. Anyway, all right, let's go. Okay. What are your plans?
だけどそればっかりだとね、いろいろ話したりするのも大事かなって。もしかしてみじかちゃん、最近練習頑張ってる北さんの息抜きに、まずは形から入ってみるのもありでしょう。ありですね。流行ってるメイクとかも真似してるうちに様になってくるというか。そうそう。どうしよう、全然ピンとこない。というわけで。
Hold on.
流行ってるメイクとかも
So here's the thing. Imitation is, I guess, like the honestly, Emilia's Ram, Albedo. There you guys go. You guys are learning. Yabami Yumiko from Kakegurui. I'm gonna keep throwing a bunch of like Beta, yeah, from Eminence in the Shadow. There's a lot of interesting individuals out there. But I was gonna say is, imitation is a common factor that kids do. Everyone does in some way, shape, or form, right? This is gonna sound fucking silly, right? But in essentially in any form of behavioral analysis class, the whole concept of behavioral analysis or even propinquity in general. Actually, let me bring this up. Now that we're here, sorry, chat, you guys are about to get sourced because I don't just spew nonsense out there. I'm actually gonna give you guys sources. Because that's what a therapist should do. That's what a psychologist should do. They should be able to bring up theories and sources and, you know, actually you be able to go and find them. So let me go and find this. This should be in relationships, attachments. In case you guys don't know, I'm going for my PsyD at the moment. I already have my master's, already have my license and all of that. I'm practicing therapist. But I decided to go ahead and go for my doctorate's degree because fuck it, why not, right? Fuck it. So I've been accumulating a lot of a lot of stuff. No, it's not. Okay, so in propinquity in general, in case you guys don't know, here's a study: propinquity in relational, spatial, and situational, and urban propinquity. Right? This is the sauce. This is the sauce. In case you guys want to go ahead and like proof of being big brain. No, it's not even proof. It's just throughout this whole thing, they cite a lot of phenomenal research articles and something. No worries, Tim Kalir. I'm gonna go ahead and like state a lot of the big things. One of the big things in here, aside from like proximity, right? The whole concept of what proximity means and being able to go ahead and build relationships based on how close we are with one another, which is why I'm saying the band being able to spend time with one another, fucking crucial. I think that's super duper important. Like the band, I'm gonna do it this way. The band needs to be able to spend some time together in order for them to be able to grow and even form interpersonal relationships with one another, like inside jokes, right? Because connections is super duper important. But imitation, even as little kids through play therapy, and I'll bring up the whole play therapy stuff in a bit. Hold on. Through play therapy, we mimic one another, right? We set the rules and expectations and whatnot for one another. So with this, if you guys ever want to go ahead and know, go check out any. For example, you guys can check out this one at any point in time, propinquity. a really, really good article. They go into the different forms of propinquity, why it's important for people to be able to relate to one another, how we relate to one another, why we even start to fall in love and get feelings for one another inside of this, and why paratactic distortions or pedestal theory in general, why it happens. And a lot of people don't even seem to understand that in the nowadays, right? If you spend enough time, you know, with imitations, with play therapy, with everything, it can be a lot. It can get you to start to grow feelings for one another. It can get you to go ahead and like start developing certain ideologies and schemas. So that's why I bring it up. Because for me, hearing this, I'm like, oh, you don't have to, Tim. I'm just stating it out there. Like reading this, I'm like, imitation, yeah, imitation's super duper important. You know, imitation is how we often mimic and start following the rules of success in some way, shape, or forms, right? But is it always okay to imitate? Thanks, Tim. I appreciate it. No, that's why I just do a brief overview of, because I tend to read a majority of them. I'm a big nerd like that. Ah, thank you, Tim Kalir. Appreciate it. So yeah. So with that, why do we imitate? Well, we imitate to try and go ahead and like fit in some way, shape, or form. But is imitation always good? No. Sometimes you have to be okay with the uncomfortableness of this. GMing and ESIC, where people play as themselves in another world. That would, Magister, even a D&D. D&D would count as play therapy if you go through with it. You know, if you're able to go ahead and address certain elements, if you're able, like, it's play. It's a version of play. Play therapy, I'd start addressing, for example, your character going through something deep. So that's pretty interesting, Magister. Anyway, let's continue. Oh shit, good morning, Tim. Appreciate it, though. Are they making merchandise before having any music? Guys, oh shit, Drammy, thanks so much for the follow. I would buy that.
It's like one of my Japanese animes.
Guys, oh, hold on, Otacon, hold on. Hold on, Otacon. All right. Guys, if I make a Psyculturist shirt, I'm going to go and throw it out there and just be like, guys, Psyculturist shirts on sale now, winter collection. Merch is more important than something like, I don't know, the music. Priorities. Cloud Monkey, exactly, dude. The fucking music should have been the priority in there, right? Oh, what are you guys doing? Anyway, all right, let's go. Social media is important, though. Social media is extremely important. Bocchi's great, though. Hey, yo. Why do I have a weird feeling that they're about to create a triangle in this show? I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm backing up a lot. But psychologically speaking, right, even because I do group therapy with teenagers, youth, and all of that, right? And I'm looking at this. Look. They're about to create a weird triangle in here. What I mean by this is you have someone who's you have someone in here who's like, you know, totally pedestal, trying to go ahead and like be her friend, be there, you know, go for her, which I'm all for. You shoot your shot. And it's like, it's always met by like indifference. Oh yeah, go, here you go, whatever. And you have someone who's so afraid of like the social anxiety is too much. I feel like both of these are going to relate a lot more than these two. In terms of like, I feel like they might actually form a friendship based on their personalities and based on their avoidant attachment because of social anxiety. Well, you could say that Bochita has an anxious attachment style, yeah? Because she definitely, like, she likes to get praised, right? And she's like the anxiety is too much. But on the other hand, the avoidant and anxious type do, for some reason, tend to come together, as opposed to, like, extrovertedness in that. This is interesting. This is an interesting dynamic that they're showing here in between all three. Yeah, Rio and Bocchi have... that's why I'm like, huh, wait a minute. Leave pale. Oh, dude. Alright. Bocchi like me for real, bro. For real. She's more consistent than I am. Fuck. Fuck. She's already more consistent than I am. She posts every day, guys. Meanwhile, I'm trying to stick in a post during a therapy session. Meanwhile, I'm like, guys, can we make a post? I completely forgot. Like, in the middle of a fucking session, just like typing it in my little like device. We're all bad at English. This is oof. Do they bring the food or do you bring the food? Because this seems like a fucking... I feel like I'm about to enter a pyramid scam with you. Where like you're like, hey, for 10,000 yen, you can come chill with me. But you gotta buy all the beer and buy all the food. I have a feeling she's about to go that way. It took 1 second. I should have let it play out. Oh, as long as you can understand. Yeah, I can understand you. Oh, you haven't... Oh, I'm sorry, Tim Kalir. And I'm still awful at English. To be honest with you guys, English is my second language, so I apologize in advance as well. Spanish is my first language. I'd buy beer and food for real, Chen. Bonfire, of course. So I feel that. No worries, touch me. It is helping, by the way. I'm glad. Oh. Before we continue, the self-talk is incredible. But I want to ask you guys this. Because for me, this is what it's running, right? And I know I've asked it before, but I'm really curious. Like, expectations can be a disaster, and we'll get into expectations in a bit. If a friend treated you the way that you treat yourself, would you be friends with them? Oh, thanks so much, Cloud Monkey. I'm glad that my English isn't like... Gene 72, no. And yes, I'm the best. Rainy Winters. That's the argument I use all the time. Yeah. Probs not Cyclone. Yeah. The reason why I'm asking this is because I'm wondering the same thing for Bocchi. If she's ever asked herself this question in terms for self-improvement, it's a good question to ask. What do I need to change so that I can get to a point where I can be friends with myself in that regard? Because that's huge. I don't want to lose a friend. Maybe no, I'm a harsh critic of myself as well. And some days, I'll be honest with you, I don't want to be friends with myself, right? In that regard. But like, if I treated myself the way that, like, you know, I think and whatnot, but like, I wouldn't let anybody else treat me that way. So why should I? And that's deep. I'm gonna be good, but everyday me is hard. Yeah. But through that, expectations go into that. Because I have a feeling this is what's coming. And by that, I mean, like, they're literally laying. Wow, that's what, you know, my Perdona, he estado hablando español casi todo el día. Sorry, guys, I've been talking Spanish almost all day. That's why, like, you'll hear me mess up from time to time. So, they're laying the foundation to literally leave something big for Bocchi. Despacito, yes. If only I knew Spanish. No worries, Tim. Even I'm like, some days I wish I didn't know Spanish. They're laying the foundation for Bocchi to be left with giant shoes to fill. And by this, I mean, it could literally be anything. Oh, yeah. Tim, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the job of giving out these tickets. You got to give out a ticket to everyone. Cloud Monkey, you're gonna go ahead and, like, you know, sweep the floors after we're done with the concert. School Cog, you're gonna go ahead and, like, you know, just take down the lights whenever we need it. Nick, yeah, I'm gonna leave you with coming up with the next 4 albums for our band. That's gonna be all you. I'm just gonna take care of social media though. I'll be fine. Aren't relationships based on expectations though? I feel like the only issues here is Bocchi's own relationship with it. Rainy Winters, not necessarily. So relationships are based on healthy expectations, right? And there's a difference in that. Where healthy expectations means that we all share the work evenly, as opposed to like, or like even like, for example, me putting up boundaries and standards and whatnot. But let's say that you're a lot of people that are introverts may have some issues struggling with putting up boundaries, right? Which is why often you see a lot of extroverted people and people try and get close, and a lot of introverts in some way, shape, or form. I'll ask this question. Hold on. I'll rephrase it by asking this question. How many of you guys have been hurt before because someone has taken advantage of your kindness, or like been too stressed out because people have left you with a lot of work because you couldn't say no to something or couldn't deny them, or you were too anxious to say something? I'll be honest, I have. Yeah, many times. But that's because I didn't know. Me interesa si la audiencia te comprendería. Honestly, same. Literally just a week ago. Yeah, your friends, family, loved ones, whatever. It's because there's a mix of expectations in there where sometimes you can't say no. And not being able to say no, or not being able to be an advocate for yourself and put up those boundaries, can cause a lot of damage, a lot of stress, can cause a lot of hurt. And that's a big word there. And sometimes it'd be way too hard to say no, because if you say no, it might lead to you anxiously thinking and start guilt tripping yourself. Why did you say no? What if they no longer want to be your friends? What if you just ruined this relationship because you decided to say no? You know? So like on this aspect, I'll go ahead and do this, right? On one aspect, here we go. You're like, okay, I have to say no because saying no is the correct way of processing everything. And, you know, I have a lot of things on my plate. And, you know, if they ask me for anything, I got to say no, right? So this is you just like straight up just being like, hey, if I have to go ahead and do this because that's just the way it is. On the other hand, though, you have Evil Ed, right? Being like, but if you say no, I'm going to guilt trip you. And by guilt tripping you, I mean you're going to suffer and you're going to have this play in your mind. And, you know, from here on out, you're going to think that every relationship that's with you is only with you because they want to use you in some way, shape, or form. Or because they have an intention of only like using you for certain needs, right? And you're going to feel that little bit of suffering. And then you're going to be like, but dude, we have relationships with others in order to grow as individuals, to learn and whatnot. And yeah, but then going with others, it's a mix of expectations and danger. And, you know, what if you get like socially anxious and we're in a group of people and all of these people are asking you to do different things that you're not comfortable with, but you don't want to let them down. And so on and so forth. You get the endless cycle that is. You go in a back and forth like that, where your brain is literally divided in two. You're so anxious that you have two different thought patterns coming in. Oh, Greenpeace, that's the old style video. But it takes a lot, and that's a big step to put up your boundaries and say no. Otherwise, at what point are you willing to say no? And that's an excellent question. Cute Ed. Oh, thank you. With herself, because she asked me a bunch for help. Sometimes it'd be hard to say no, but when I do, I don't really feel guilty about it. I'm glad, Cloud Monkey. I'm glad you don't feel guilty about it. I'm glad you're able to put up your stuff. And I know it's hard. I know it's a hard journey, but it's a powerful word. Anyway, let's continue, guys. Oh, bro. Don't overthink. Don't overthink. Oh no. イメージ湧いたらそのうち。ああ、楽しみ。頼むよ、りょう。それと作詞大臣。はい。後藤さんすごい仕事任されてかっこいいね。かっこいい。ああ。作詞なんて遊びじまえ。ちょいのちょいですよ。後藤さんってすぐ調子乗っちゃうのね。For my socially anxious people in here, and I love throwing this out there. How many of you guys, when was the last time you were praised for something? So is it correct to say that healthy expectations are the byproduct? Yes, Rainy Winters. Absolutely. I love your line of questioning, by the way, Rainy Winters. That's amazing. Yes. Healthy expectations is one of the byproducts of good boundaries, of setting up boundaries as well. Yeah, when was the last time that you've been praised or hugged or someone told you I love you in some way, shape, or form? If you can remember it. Praise? I don't talk to anyone. Emma, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I hope you know I'm not socially anxious or anything, but a lot. I rarely get praised, but when I do, it destroys me. You okay, I didn't expect anything already after the Army. Tim, oh no. Well, I appreciate you. Praise the anxiety balls in your life. Give them headpads. Anxiety. Oh, praised a few seconds ago. Well, I'm glad, Rainy Winters. It's good. Maybe 2 weeks ago, School Kong hugged years. I can't handle praise. Masters, or a week ago. I think yesterday I was getting praised for my portrayal of a character. Last time was probably Christmas because I did stuff for Peeps. When my teacher said I had the best project he has ever seen. And how did that make you feel? The reason why I always talk about boundaries, the reason, hold on, we're going through this, and I am going to go through this with Bocchi, even though I know it's not going to go through this. Because getting praise is amazing. Getting praise is one of the few things where I'm like, dude, I like being praised. I don't have a praise kink, but I like being praised, you know? It feels fucking wonderful. But the reason why I say this is because if you're not careful, if unchecked, here we go. If unchecked praise, unchecked individuals, this is, aside from power and control, this is the domestic violence wheel that a lot of therapists use to analyze certain things, right? People will try and use emotional manipulation at its finest. If I know, for example, let's say that I was a really, really like master manipulator or whatever, right? If I know that praise is the way to get you to do something, guess what? I'm going to go ahead and start doing praise. If that doesn't work, I'm going to go down guilt tripping lane. If that doesn't work, so on and so forth. And people with anxiety can run through their mind in this scenario where they're like, oh, I have to, like, I'm being praised, I have to go ahead and do something, you know? Yeah, Nick Mir, Makima does that in Chainsaw Man, you know? And Makima totally will jump on board, you know? Praise is nice, but when it sets expectations, it can be incredibly stressful. Exactly, Amormo. Exactly. Grow long as you moan, Marilyn Monroe. Raccoon. But that's why I'm saying it. Like, this is I'm gonna call this the Makima wheel, dude, from Chainsaw Man, just because everything she, you know, is being used in here. But hold on to it, Raccoon. When it comes to this, I'm looking at this and I'm like, for those of us that are socially anxious, hey, careful. Because people can use that in a way towards like a disadvantage against you, you know? So be very, very careful with all of that. Yeah, y'all are great. All right, let's go. You sure about that? I love the emotion. To be fair. Ooh. Hold on. I was gonna say, that's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. But at the same time, my big question is, what are you thinking? Like, what are you thinking in terms that will fit into this group? And we'll get into it because my mind's starting to race and starting to connect a lot of dots here as to how this can develop into a big issue, especially if introverted nature. Like, if you've ever been in a group project and they've told you, hey, you got to go ahead and finish this, and you end up taking up the whole project, that's sort of, it can be a lot. Anyway. Yeah, we procrastinate. We go into our own little worlds. Editing wise, that's for me, for real. I know sometimes I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna record playing Hellblade. You know, I'm gonna do it tonight. So easy. I could just click record. I don't even have to do it live on stream. You guys know what I do. I'm on Overwatch playing it with Nick Mirror and Alice Tuber and ranking up, and then like it's 1 a.m. and I have to go to work in a couple hours, and I'm like, fuck, I thought I was gonna record Hellblade. It's Bocchi the goat. It is Karotosito. Oh, this is great. Oh, dude, the 5-inch nails, like 9-inch nails. Oh, this is, please, get enough sleep. I'm trying, Dan the Hive. I'm trying, trust me. But as Nick Mir soon, actually, yeah. I'm trying, man. But as a therapist, we have notes that we have to put in that sometimes we're up really, really late. You know, she's so adorable. But no, what I want to get at is like, if you guys ever look at some of your like middle school stuff, I've cringed at some of the poems that I wrote for people when I was in middle school. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. I cringe at some of the things that I was like writing and stuff. I one of these days, yeah. I will read some one of these days. I'll pull it up and read some. No, it was like, you know, like fucking Shakespearean at least. Ooh, it happens to a lot of people. Yeah, that's.
What's with these guys?
Holy crap!
Like one of my
the Natos. Thanks so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Appreciate it, the Natos. That's fucking wonderful. Get some Doritos, man. I appreciate you following. I haven't finished Metamorphosis. I'll be honest. I'm taking my sweet time with it. Thanatos. Thanatos. Karotosito. Hey, yo. Alright, let's go. Oh, dude, I would love that. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about, dude? I would love that. Like, you should be you. You watching this video right now, be you, be weird, be open to it. There's an audience out there for it. Don't try and like change yourself and mold yourself into weird schemas and stuff that you think society will like. Be the weird, authentic you that you are. That's what will sell. Imagine this, Bocchi, imagine this. Let me go ahead and throw this out there. Depressing lyrics sung in rock by a super extroverted person. Just imagine that there's an audience out there.
It's like one of my Japanese animes.
Oh, dude, I'm fucking dying.
Guys.
Oh,
it's like one of my Japanese animes.
It is like one of my Japanese animes. Thanks so much, Otacon. Thanks so much for following, Karotosito. I appreciate it, dude. That's why I'm like, if you try and mold yourself, and I hate to do it, the expectations get harder, and you start to, for example, even in theater, right? And that's why I was bringing up that example earlier. If I was to do something like that, guess what? All of a sudden, if it started changing and changing, like even if I wrote the play, changing words and whatnot to try and fit into a particular element rather than the way it was originally written with the like beats and with the punches and the comedy points and all of that, it would change the lyrics. It would change the moment. It would change the feel. And if you start to go down that path, are you writing on the perspective of music that you, or lyrics that you think others would want to hear rather than your true voice? Because one of them is going to come off soulless versus the other one. There are definitely other people weird in the same way you're weird. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Be you. Be a freak. Be weird. Show off your flags, dude. I don't care. Like, I'm a sucker for depressing lyrics, right? Yeah, dude. Oh no. Oh no. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me people are watching this. Please don't. Oh, God. This has happened to me too many times. Oh, dude, I'm fucking cringing bad. Oh. I need a tequila shot for this. I'm not even gonna lie. Oh, I've done some monologues that were. Oh, I'm gonna take a shot for this. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Cheers. Ah, oh, okay, makes it better. That's not a. I have a story, and I'll wait till this is done. I know, the wild imagination bits.
It's time to stop!
Emilio Sip! Is it Cringe Lord Ed? Oh, God. To embrace the cringe, I started doing stuff like that on purpose, right? Yeah, oh, now my siblings be like, oh, I'll tell you guys a story right now. I was doing a monologue, right? I think I can even recite it now, and I'll fucking do it. I don't give a shit, right? Do I know it? Fuck, do I remember it? I'll try my best, right? Yeah, so I was super into it, right? Because I was trying to get ready because it was for college stuff, right? And I was like, I am Math Man, supernumeric hero and pocket protector of the free world. It's a very, very fucking classic monologue out there. But that's how it starts off, right? And I just went super duper, like, into character and going like, ah, like, you know, just over the top with it. And I turn around, right? I turn around, and my mom's holding food because she had just come to my house, and she was looking at me like, "What the fuck have I raised?" And I was like, "Mom, it's for school." It's like, "No, I'm getting ready. I have to go. Like, I have to do this monologue in a bit. Like, so on and so forth." Needless to say. I think she's seen enough cringy stuff. I did Rocky Horror. I've been in tights and platform heels and all of that stuff. She's seen me. My family has seen me do a wide variety of roles at this point. I am atomic, yeah. So getting through that, I can imagine that because cringe is a really big factor. What did I do wrong? How did you become like this? There will be the thing, yeah. Don't kill the part that makes you cringe, you know. Be cringe. It's okay. It happens. All of us are cringing. Even people that are perfect, I actually kind of find that cringe in of itself. Anyway, my number one thing is for acting. Sure, you know what? But the number one thing is, this is a good point. In acting, and even sometimes in lyric writing and poetry and whatnot, you'll have to be able, in order for something to ring true, take an element of yourself to apply it somewhere, right? I have to. It's hard for me to be angry or sad, but I cringe easily. Emilio Simp. Oh, I feel that. But my thing is, in acting, it's okay. Like, you have to take an element of yourself in order to empathize with the character, in order to, like, know what they're going through, and so on and so forth. Same thing with lyric writing. Otherwise, what are you writing about? And that's one thing that I'm throwing out there. Bocchi, I know you want to go ahead and, like, be in some way, shape, or form, be better, take those steps, but you're not there yet, are you? So how about writing about that journey, or literally writing depressing lyrics about how you feel? That's okay. It's okay, dude. And there's a whole, like, I am always searching for someone to blame, right? The people. Oh, hold on. Tim Clear, in what way? Hold on, I said right, and I thought you meant like I'm always blaming myself. But in what way, man? Because that's huge. Like, in some aspect, if you're always searching for someone to blame, that might be a displacement thing. But if you're like, hey, you know what, there's some issues that need to be addressed, and that might be a healthier way of talking about things. This is huge. The more I look at this, the more that I'm like, for a character development, for a character to go through something like this is huge introspective process. Nick, hello, how you doing? Here's some love. Guys, in case you guys didn't know, we had Nick was did a maid stream. She dressed up as a maid yesterday. She was incredibly cute in her little outfit, and I just want to say, oui. You were phenomenal, Nick. I hope you enjoyed your 11-hour stream yesterday. I enjoyed lurking and being a part of it. You're absolutely fantastic. I hope you're doing well. But with that, guys, Bocchi is going through so much. Also, can one of the mods give a shout out to Nick? Because 10 out of 10. Bocchi is probably going through a lot of introspective process, and I'm wondering if she's going to come up with some fake lyrics, and someone's going to have to go ahead and call her out on this, because that's just the way it is. We have to have good friends, friends that are comfortable enough with us to be able to call us out, or call us out when we fuck up. Like, how many of you guys have genuinely have friends that are able to tell you, hey, you know what? What you did yesterday was not cool. Like, the way that you handled the situation, it came off kind of douchebaggy, or so on and so forth, right? Like, just a friend that is able to go ahead and like talk, like say the good and the bad, you know, because that's what a friend should be able to say that. Aw, I had one, and that's good. You should have friends that are open to that, you know. How you doing, Nick? Though, are you having a good day so far? Oh no. Is that the mom and dad? Oh no. Oh no, mom and dad and your sister and even the dog's interested in what the fuck you're doing. Oh. Oh. My heart, I'm just dying in here. Oh. Bocchi. Me for real. Oh. Oh, the cringer hurts. The cringe intensifies. Oh. Nick, imagine if you're wearing your maid outfit and your mom or your family walks in on you. Nothing that tequila can't fix. Nothing that repression can't fix. Fuck, guys. This is mi corazón de tanto amor. Me dices tú. This hurts, man. Pain, Peko. I had lines prepared.
青春ソングはやめだ。応援ソングにしよう。本当は無責任に現状を肯定する歌詞はあまり好きじゃないんだけど。
It's gonna be harder. Okay, even in therapy, and I'll bring up something about this. Thanks so much for the hydrate, Raccoon. I love you. I hope they like. I know you're taking care of me because we're going into our degenerate game later on, and degenerates. You guys aren't ready. That's all I gotta say is you guys aren't ready. You guys aren't ready. We're going into some really, really bad degenerate stuff at the end of the stream, and I'm interested. Ugh. You're not ready. You're not ready. But anyway, what I was gonna get into is this. Let me bring it up. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, that is not it. Here we go. Here we go. All right. This is Kohlberg's theory. In case you guys are interested in psychology, guess what? By watching a majority of my videos, you're probably ahead of a lot of the kids doing their bachelor's degree. Because a lot of this is, you know, yes, you're taught it in like very small regards when you're doing your bachelor level classes, but not really in depth when you go into like, you know, well, you go in depth when you're in your master's level classes about all of this stuff. But anyway, or graduate school. What do we have here, right? Other than, where's Bocchi? Actually, let me throw this out there to you guys. Currently, this is the way that we enable our frame of thoughts, that our moral development starts in a psychological form from young all the way to old. I know this is a graphic, guys, right? This is straight up a graphic. This is Kohlberg's theory of moral development in general. Where's Bocchi in this? And I do throw this out there because it's a good learning opportunity. It's an opportunity to learn about yourself as well. And at the moment, if you look at it, the good boy, good girl level effort is made to secure approvals and maintain friendly relations with others. Oof. Oof. That hurts. That hurts. If you think about it, she should be over here in the teens. Any healthy person in this anime should be in the teens. Mutual benefit, reciprocity, morally right. They're not always right at the same time. You know, they're trying to make life better for everyone else, so on and so forth, right? Like, they should be able to have deep conversations like this. But at this moment, at this point in time, what it's shown us is that Bocchi is, in terms of, like... Here's the thing is, Bocchi at this moment, guess what? She gets called good girl. Called good girl. Oh, kawaii Oni-chan. I'll do anything for you. You know, like the good girl effect is in effect. You know, like. But she's like, you can say that she was at this point in some way, shape, or form, right? Which is like, she tried to go ahead and secure the greatest benefit, but at the moment, she's trying to make friends. So she's past this level at the moment. It's well, not necessarily a craze. It can turn into a praise king cloud monkey, and if it's left unchecked or if she doesn't get therapy, it can. Actually, a lot of you guys, okay, a lot of people, I'm gonna throw this out there. A lot of y'all should check in with the counselor at some point in time. You know, you're covering with Cam. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'll move myself. Give me a second. I'll move myself down here for a bit. A lot of people, is it possible to also? It is. Well, it depends, right? Because this is quite literally like, you're not going to have universal principles like matched into adulthood. Like you will not have like complete idiosyncrasies or complete ideological differences or formed and whatnot into adulthood, into late adulthood, if that, right? Like you might have sprinkles, and it's the same thing with Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You might be missing some, and you can be hitting like different areas throughout it, but your main area that you're holding on to might be somewhere lower on the triangle, right? You might not be necessarily like going into like the top area of that triangle, you know? You might not be self-actualizing. Oh, thanks so much for the lurk. Appreciate it. So that's why I bring that up. I bring it up because out of all of this, for Bocchi as a therapist, I would put her in that second one, which is like self-confirming needs. Why? Because it matches this. It matches the triangle. It matches belongingness and love needs. Like, you know, it matches being in this psychological need for prestige and feelings of accomplishments and intimate needs and friendships and so on and so forth. Because she has the bottom needs met. So for her to fully become the best Bocchi there is out there, guess what? She needs to build these intimate relationships. You need to have friends in some way, shape, or forms. And I'm not just talking about being friends with your Discord mods or Discord kittens or whatever you want to go ahead and call them nowadays. I'm literally talking about like actually having people that you connect with on a regular basis, and you're able to talk to them and feel accomplished and whatnot in order to achieve your best needs, you know? That's what I'm getting at. And that's the importance of that level. And that's the importance of what we're seeing in this scene. This is what makes this show fucking beautiful, guys. Anyways. Based. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that though, Tim. Like, especially if you've gone through that, you know? Oh no. But also, someone going this far. Hold on. Beep, 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 beep. Background music as I am finding what I need to go and show you guys. I'm just trying to make sure that I am right and not giving false information. Here we go. In case you guys don't know, this is Emotions Revealed by Paul Ekman. It tends to be a really, really good book for trying to understand emotions, trying to understand yourself, and why we have core emotions, right? We have a couple core emotions that we're able to show through our face: disgust, contempt, anger, fear, happiness, so on and so forth. right? And that's why I'm bringing it out there, because this is a really, really good book if you want to start understanding human emotions or others' emotions and your own emotions in the process. Pick it up. Paul Ekman. I wasn't sponsored by him or them in any way, shape, or form. It's just a really, really good book. And psychologically speaking, all good psychologists should at least have a book by him. Anyway, what I'm getting at here, it actually talks about the triggers of guilt and anxiety, right? And how behavioral triggers, right? I'll read it this way. Triggers and emotions are able to go ahead and weaken our emotional triggers. Therefore, they're able to go ahead and get us into a period of time that enables fight or flight. Our emotions are pushing us to do anything that may seem justified and necessary in order for us to be able to keep control. If we try to control what we do and say, it's going to be a struggle that deliberately, voluntarily, and even involuntarily causes us emotional behavior. The struggle is going to be greatest for those who experience emotions a lot more quickly and much more strongly than others. Getting a control of your emotions, being able to understand why your anxiety is there, being able to understand why happiness is there, why you're feeling sad, why you're feeling whatever you're feeling is important. Otherwise, those triggers can cause that fight or flight and can cause you to start having these cognitive distortions of catastrophizing, of, seeing black and white, fortune telling, so on and so forth, all the cognitive distortions that are out there, and start shifting your schema into people will only praise you if you are good. People will only love you if you listen to what they have to say. And I think as friends, if you recognize something like this happening, establish that safe zone for others. Because that's how growth needs to happen, is by establishing or genuinely connecting with someone. It's hard for you? I'm sorry, Tim. I honestly am, because it can be a lot. In my opinion, being in control of your emotions means not having any lingering problem. No, I'm up. Because even as a psychologist, as a therapist, guess what? All therapists have fucking issues too, in some way, shape, or form. We all have stuff happening in our lives, because life is constantly evolving, right? Being in control of your emotions doesn't mean you're stoic. It means that you're able to recognize, for example, when you're feeling angry, and you're able to understand where it's coming from. It doesn't mean that you solve the issue, but it means that you recognize it. And you're like, okay, I'm feeling a little angry. I can go ahead and take a step away, right? Because issues happen within all of us. Life happens. But it's important to be able to go ahead and say, hey, you know what? I'm feeling this way for a reason. Why am I feeling this way? Okay, now that I know I'm feeling this way, what am I going to do to go ahead and better myself and try and feel better? And I think that's what's huge. Anyway. Oh, I'm glad. Even crying your emotions out is big, dude. Oh, take a photo?
今ある結束バンドのアーシャにはぼっちちゃん映ってないしね。今ある？
Can y'all take a promotional photo of me? Yes, this goes even to YouTube. You guys can meme the fuck out of it. Y'all want to take a promo photo of me with Bocchi and the band and all of them? I'd fucking love that. You know what? Let me go get my green screen real quick. Oh no. Should I? No, I'll wait till the end of the episode. I'll wait till the end of the episode, and then I'll get the green screen out, and I'll even do this where I'll say funny shit, the best memes, throw it up on Discord. Y'all will win. We'll go ahead and throw it up there. Anyway. Oh.
そんなわけで今日は天気もいいし、みんなの予定も空いてたから、愛
Gee.
車取っちゃおうかなって。外でですか？スタジオで撮るのはお金がないから無理。下北の街中で写真撮るなんて一見にはハードル高すぎる。まあ外じゃなくてスターリーでもいいんだけど、アーシャってバンドの方向性とかメンバーの特徴を一枚で伝える大切なものだからさ。じゃあ気合い入れて撮らないとですね。その
Here's what. This is gonna sound weird, but here's what I love about Real, right? Real's the one with the blue hair. At every point in time that we've seen her, she's been analyzing. I know we have our drummer, or Dorito girl, who's able to go ahead and be the extroverted nature that the band groups, the sort of the glue to keep everyone together. or Kita, whoever the blue hair, but she's been analyzing. She's literally been like sitting back, even in her interactions, rather calm. That's what I'm saying is she's just been sitting back, seeing the dynamics happen, then be like, okay, like this is what we do, right? I know, as I said, in the beginning of the show, it showed us that like another band that had her in there. Yeah, Rio's the blue-haired one. So that for me, this is speaking volumes because it means that she's already been through this. She's analyzing the dynamics here. She's analyzing sort of everything in this thing. And I wonder if she even knows, like, how far she's willing to go to call it out. If any character is willing to change in this episode, I'm willing to bet top G dollars, top money here, that Rio is going to be the one that causes a major change in this episode. Just because of the way that she's positioned in every shot we've seen so far. Is that bad for extroverts? No, absolutely not. You know, clearly is deep and big brained. Honestly, Dan the Hive, absolutely. No, they're not controlling everyone. They're just analyzing. They're like, okay, so like, this is sort of what's happening. And sometimes, I don't know how to put it, in a group setting, you'll always have a person that's not really talking a lot, but is really aware of where everyone is and how everyone is feeling. Right? And oftentimes they might be like, yo, I don't have money for shit. I'm sorry, guys. Like, but I love y'all. I'll spend time with you, you know? And that's what I'm saying. Like, if anyone's willing to cause a change in the band for the betterment or worse, it can be her. This is interesting. This is blowing my mind in many ways.
ライブハウスのサイト告知やフライヤーや雑誌、どんなところで使われてもインパクトがある感じにしないと。だそうだ。わかりました。覚悟決めます。覚悟？よーし、アーシャ撮影の旅にレッツラゴー。
Hold on, let me adjust this. Tim Kalir, yes, that is what you call an energy vampire. Let me throw this out there. If you are in a group, in an environment, right? And a lot of therapists know what an energy vampire is. We all experience that. Need not forget. All right, Magister, sounds good. I'll remind you at the end of the episode because I'll keep it in lock. If you're in a group environment and you're constantly interacting with people, yeah, if you're empathizing, if you're over empathizing with people and being there, you might expend your energy. Everyone has different social batteries, right? And oftentimes, the more that you give, the more that you feel drained by the interactions. And that's why you need to be careful, because there are some people that are able to wear masks. They're so extroverted that they don't even know what their inner mask is, because it's just like they're always like go 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 go, but yet they're sucking the energy off of everyone, because that extrovertedness, you can't just be 110% top G 1,000% of the time, you know. You also got to come down a little bit and be realistic about it and have these deep moments and be chill. Take a sip of your beer or your alcohol or water or whatever you're drinking and relax. But if you're 1,000% go, 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 it can take a lot of your social energy away. And honestly, I have a social battery. I'll be honest. When my social, like even with my partner, when my social battery is done, you know what I do? I love y'all. I'm going to dip because I say straight up, my social battery is sort of done for. I'm just going to go play some games. I love y'all. I'll see you guys later. Whatever. And I'm very honest about it. And I say it with a smile because I appreciate them being there. But yeah, if you're not able to be yourself, your social battery drains a lot quicker. But it's just being honest. And that's why boundaries are important. And being able to talk about it is so huge. And honestly, thanks for sharing, Tim. It's a good show. Fuck, dude. Yeah, Rainy. Oh, that would have been deep, dude. If they took a photo here, like all of them in here, and then like, you know, riding through life, that would have been pretty deep. That would have been a deep photo to take, like writing, like, you know, things that don't really move. Or like you think you're moving in them, but you're still coming to the same part. Because relapse is fucking huge in that way, right? And this is even funnier from these characters. This would have been an epic album. Well, let me guess. You're probably going to go for like a jumping album cover, like a lot of fucking bands do, where they jump up and like, yeah. But like, this would have been fucking deep if they took a photo of this. Like, the reason why I say this is because, like, think about it. Someone that's always singing versus someone that's pretty much always stuck to the ground. There's a big difference. This is beautiful. This is beautiful cinematography. This is beautiful fucking animation. I mean, you can look cool, you just gotta wear it like that, you know, hold out your sticks like that, dude. You don't hold them like this. You cross your arms, you do the stereotypical NFL fucking draft, right? Where like, or like when the soccer players come out in like the World Cup where they were just holding their hands like that, but you're just holding your sticks, dude. You gotta act cool, dude. You just gotta hold on to the drumsticks. Harry Potter pose. Oh, damn the hive. I love that saying. But even through that, not necessarily. Extroverts fill the batteries in those that are extroverted. Extroverts refill in groups in a party dynamic. Extroverts will fill the battery of other extroverts, and then they can create a weird loop. But if you're an introvert in a party, you're already socially anxious. With an extrovert putting on a lot of pressure, it can drain you a lot quicker because of the group and because of the extroverted nature. But introverts do refill in isolation, and I love that. That's a good saying. We refill at home, but I like to speak with other people. That they don't sing Baka Mitai. To be honest, holding just the sticks is a bigger vibe than the whole. Yeah, Rainy, absolutely. That's a good. Where'd you pick that up, Dan the Hive? That's pretty cool. At one point, I also like her in the regard that I was quiet and analyzing, but I actually wanted to be less passive. The more analyzing I did, the more anxious I became. Yoa, I'm kind of curious about this because it's actually a point that I was going to bring up as well. At what point do you think you're overanalyzing, right? At what point do you think that overanalyzing became a crutch? Because a lot of people, especially with introverted nature, we analyze to the point where we become uncertain about the interactions that we're willing to have, which is what causes anxiety, right? Also, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. And that's why I'm throwing that out there, because I think this anime brings up a lot of important elements to talk about and a lot of huge talking points that people aren't used to talking about. Anyway, let's continue, guys. Wait, isn't this her again? Weirdly enough, my overanalyzing was never the issue. It never disappointed me. Okay, I'm kind of curious about that. I overanalyze happens when you are analyzing to procrastinate whatever is happening you're avoiding. Here's the thing. People like to say that procrastination is often the doubting of yourself, or often the danger of yourself, like not loving yourself enough. But oftentimes procrastination is just a self-defense mechanism. It's displacement at its finest, right? Where instead of doing something that we need to do, we go ahead and displace it by not doing anything, by doing something else rather than the thing we need to do, right? And there are a lot of people out there who like to go ahead and push that. But my thing is, like, even with procrastination in of itself, sometimes the reason why we procrastinate is just because, number one, when was the last time that you had a self-care day? A day for yourself, a day to genuinely empathize. Number two, are you cramming everything in a short period of time, or are you spacing it out? Because if you space it out, I bet you it's going to be easier to tackle. I am overanalyzing the people around me 90% of the time I hit the bullseye. Self-care are things that you do for yourself to make you feel good. Could be watching the stream, watching an anime, playing video games. For those that are into certain substances, using certain substances, I'm not going to say what. Drinking, touching grass. Yeah. You know, that's self-care. Whatever makes you feel good. When it stops action. Yeah. Yeah. Is it overanalyzing if you hit the bullseye that much? It depends, masters. It depends. If overanalyzing is literally stopping you from doing something, then I think that's overanalyzing, right? If it's stopping you from making friends because you're overanalyzing, also you shouldn't be analyzing your friends. You know, you should be open to the experiences that it is. Even as therapists, people like to go ahead and say, Well, Nick Mayer, even destructive self-care is self-care. And I hate to be this way. I hate to throw it out there because there's a lot of therapists, there's a lot of people in the mental health community who will only say good self-care is the only self-care, and that's wrong. That's absolutely wrong. Every culture has their own unique way in which they take care of themselves, right? Even destructive forms of self-care is self-care if you as a person allow it, right? No. It's I love long comments. So the thing is, my analyzing was really realistic. It was never just unnecessary to dread. The thing is, reality is mostly bad. I concluded I'd rather experience some of the bad. I can also stop being passive. I like that. I like that you actually took that step. And was it scary? Because for me, that would have been terrifying. That would have been a terrifying step to take, to be like, okay, I have to accept the bad, but has it gotten easier after you took that first step? That's a big question in that. Bullet chest until I have a bloodshot eye. Dude, I love bullet chest. It's great. It's great. How much self-care is too much, Cyclone? If it stops you from doing everyday things, there's a difference between self-care, right? And then just literally claiming something as self-care. Self-care is, you know, I'm really stressed out, so I'm going to take a mental health day. I come home from work and I watch the Juicer. I watch our XQC brethren, or, you know, I go home and I play Overwatch, you know, or I drink some alcohol. That's fine. I'm not drinking alcohol every day. That would have been bad at that point, you know. And that's good, yeah. That's absolutely good. First heard the battery analogy in Emery Choose extrovert's problem video. Is avoiding mobilization is self. Honestly, it can be, Tim. Absolutely, it can be. Take care of yourself, but don't turn into being lazy or an addict. Yep. My because we had drug issues and a childhood friend that never was a friend. Well, then that was smart overanalyzing. That was really smart. But anyway, all right, let's continue, guys.
そこ前までよく行ってた CD ショップだった。レコードショップもライブハウスも。
That makes sense. This was a CD shop that you...
all of this, you know. All of it.
Nick, you didn't have to. Nick, I love you. You're so fantastic. I hope you know that. Like, I legit get a lot of laughs out of. Oh my god, guys on YouTube, when you guys see this video, if you guys are ever on Twitch, you guys want to come check out the channel. We do this Fridays and Sundays. Go check out Nick. Honestly, I can't say it enough. Like, I literally love her to death. Absolutely phenomenal individual. Also, hello to all 160 viewers. I appreciate all of you, even all the lurkers. But this makes sense. So this was a CD shop that she went to a lot, which would make sense as to why she's there and why this poster's here.
昔ながらの店がどんどん消えていく。
Oh.
なんだかごめんなさい。りょう、新しい本屋できて喜んでたじゃん。うん。B&C 好き。北ちゃん、りょうに振り回されすぎないようにね。その場のノリで話してること9割だから。でも先輩にならむしろ振り回されたい。
Oh no.
お、なんだ、ぼちちゃんか。
No, Tim, I appreciate it. I really do.
ですけど良さげな感じの壁が。おお、でかした。それじゃ撮るよ。
Okay, how do we fix this? Too much space, looking down. You guys look like young, like I like this dynamic here. A little bit separated, leaning in. If we were to do the green line test, you would fail that. Nick. Okay, how do we fix this? I can fix this on Nick. Oh god. I grow. Yes, okay. I'll get into that later. Anyway, let's continue.
メンバーのキャラは出てるけど、いまいちバンド感が。バンドっぽさを感じる要素が欲しいな。
Wait, Nick can sing. Nick, would you be the singer of our band? I'll play the drums, dude. Or the piano. Either way, I know how to play both. Or the marimba at that point. Alright, so we have Racky Raccoon, lousiest raccoon on fucking bass or guitar, whatever they want to be on. I'll go for drums or piano, whatever Raccoon does. We got Emma on flute. We got Nick the singer. We're building a band here, guys. We're building a band. Nick, yeah. Solo for guitar, Tim. There we go. I look like I'm about to... Dude, though, that photo, this photo in particular... Oh... You know what this reminds me of? You want to know what this show needs? This show needs the guy from fucking Whiplash, dude. If you guys... Phenomenal music fucking movie, right? What tempo am I on? What's your fucking tempo? Are you rushing? Are you rushing? Or are you dragging? What are you? Not quite my tempo. Dude, I had a music professor who would literally... I hate to fucking do this, but I'm gonna do it. I don't give a shit, dude. This is in case you guys are wondering, I am wearing new glasses because my other ones broke because of fucking karate, martial arts. I was like, we would be playing, right? He's like, all right, ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're like, ta 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 ta. So we were on it, right? And he was just conducting. Then he'd stop. He's like, drum line. Drum line. Are you even watching me? Are you even fucking watching me? This is not quite my fucking tempo, drumline. Are you even watching me? Where are your eyes, drumline? Drumline. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. It's like you're conducting fucking slower than that, dude. We're watching your hands, dude. You're watching your fucking hands. You're going tack, 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 tack. You know? And anyway, long story short, he would throw that shit at us, dude. He would throw markers and be like, drum line, and he just fucking loses shit, dude. It was the most amazing, bizarre thing, but it made us better musicians. It made us better musicians. I ain't gonna lie. Like, we always got fucking awards whenever we went to state competitions and shit. Like, we were fucking phenomenal at like state. Like, I'm not talking about the band in general. I'm talking about the drum line in and of itself. We got awards all the time because our shit was like on point. Ed starts psycho. Oh, I did absolutely touch me down. Actually, I made a teacher quit, but that's a separate story. We'll get. I made a teacher cry, and I made a teacher quit. But that's because, and the one that I made cry was a psych teacher. The one that I made quit was a fucking band instructor. But that's a separate story. We'll get into that at some point in time. But what I'm getting at here is like, these eyes. I've seen them so many times. Evil Ed popping up. Anyway. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, I'm loving the anime. In case you guys don't know, for those of you guys that are wondering, you pause a lot. Okay. A good psychologist is able to go ahead and keep conversations and IRL, like conversations, topics, videos, whatever, apart, right? And I hate to put it this way, but a good psychologist even has your own little mind palace, right? For example, we're able to store information from the different stories that we hear to empathize, right? So for you guys might be like, oh, dude, you're pausing a lot. For me, I'm still running that shit on repeat because I'm analyzing that story as it's coming through. The more that I am pausing, the more that I am enjoying the story, the more that I'm going through it, because my mind is literally running through what we've seen so far and going through it quickly and trying to make new connections and trying to form bridges. And that's how you know it's good. That's how you know it's great. And like, even going through this, I'm like, oof, this is some good shit. Anyway. Monty, I appreciate you. Love you, Tim. Aww. Okay, also, fuck, I hate to say this. PSA, can someone make a PSA announcement real quick? Hold on. I need some PSA news here. Hold on. I guess I'll go. Bing bong bing. Hey, this is to all my introverts and anime watchers out there. I'm a therapist. I tend to analyze and do group therapy with a lot of kiddos and youth and whatnot. But when I have Jonathan Joestar Garcia come into group therapy, you know, or when I have fucking when I have like Goku Gutierrez, you know, like guys, I get it. We love anime. Don't get me wrong. I understand it. We love fucking anime and anime characters. But you know, there's a limit to certain things, you know, like I forgot the name of the there was a couple girls. There was a couple girls that were named Kagome. It was like Kagome Smith. And I was like, okay, you know, like, just remember that names are important. Names, I know names have meanings, but like, have a discussion with your partner. Don't just name your child just because you felt like naming your child. You know, that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, let's keep going. Hey, Rolf. Ouch.
私が下北沢の土の子です。後藤さんが変なこと言ってる。いつもこんなんだよ。のこのこ。ぼっちちゃんもイソスタ始めてみたら？ねえ、大臣もそう思うでしょ？ぜひ友達になりましょう。バンド活動していくならメンバー個人のアカウントあった方がいいと思うし。後藤さん、私がアカウントなんて持ったら。
So let me guess. Hold on. Let me guess. Because of your anxiety, you think you probably, if you're going to get a social media account, you might turn into like a social media attention whore type of thing. But yet you already edit videos and go on YouTube. That's interesting. This is my son, Bocchi. I love the look. But also the disassociation. Disassociation happens. I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. Disassociation is one of the most common things that I've seen in people, and people aren't able to understand it, right? We disassociate all the time, but if we're disassociating every day and it's becoming more and more present, it might be time to talk to someone. In case you guys are wondering, what do you mean by we disassociate all the time? If you drive, your drive to work, do you remember every single stop sign that you stopped at? Do you remember crossing the cars and going into the next lane? You probably don't. Because disassociation is a part of normal life, you know? But when you start disassociating with friends, or where your anxiety gets so bad that you start disassociating and you're going to your own little mindscape. Oof. Anyway. Godzilla Bocchi. I am not a fucking wizard. I am not a wizard. I was just stating that out there. I am not a fucking wizard. Hold on. Hold on. I am not a wizard. I did not... This anime was chosen by Chat at random. It's not me. I'm just throwing that out there. Whole Psychongru. That part is not wizard worthy. I'm glad. I'm fucking glad. I'm just throwing that out there. Alright, then keep your secrets.
Predicted all of this, you know. All of it.
Aww.
私には動画サイトだけあればいい。
Aww.
大丈夫？はい。じゃあアーシャ撮影再開ね。なかなかいいの決まんないね。あ、ジャンプとかどうですか？ジャンプ。絵になるし、みんなの素の感じでそうですけど。それいい。
Well, you gotta be careful with jump picks, right? Like, for example, right?
I predicted all of this, you know. All of it.
First off, yeah, no. First off, you gotta be careful with jump picks. Like, am I showing my legs when I jump? Is it showing my feet when I jump? Like, if I were to jump, right? And like, let's say I had like a little like skirt on, Would I show like my butt or like I know perv? Ooh, would I show my underwear or like like you gotta be careful with your jump pics. That's why you gotta get the good angles in. You can't get the Rudy camera angles in here. You gotta be decent about it. Gives me likes. She's just like me.
有識者が言っていた。オープニングでジャンプするアニメは神アニメと。つまりアーシャでジャンプすれば神バンドになる。
I appreciate it, yo. I appreciate you so much. Have a great night. Be safe. I hope you sleep well.
ジャンプとか記憶にないくらいしてない。
Oh no.
あ、ボッチのパンツが。
We'll let it slide. We'll let it slide, chat. We'll let it slide. Undies, we'll let it slide, chat. That wasn't... Its prediction's gotta be right. Touch me, no, it's scary. It's scary even for me, because the thing is, there's people out there who genuinely fucking believe that apparently I have the time to read the Bocchi light novel or some shit. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't have time for shit. I'm playing Overwatch and I'm not doing this or putting in notes or whatnot. Oof. Oh, it's a manga. Oh shit, that's even worse.
もっと可愛い反応を期待してたのに。ジャンプすら満足にできない私って。ほら、もう一回行くよ。
Touch me, Domo. Aww.
いいね。バンド感に青春っぽさがプラスされたね。写真のデータもらっていいですか？私も。バンドらしくなってきた。人気バンドへの夢にまた一歩近づいたね。はい。結束バンド本格始動ですね。よーし、夏にライブかっこ未定と。
So here's the thing. Taking photos, awesome. Great job. When are you guys going to spend time together? Like, aside from this little event that you guys had, when are you guys going to go to an arcade together and play together? Because that's how you guys bond together. This is awesome, but it's for the band, What about for each other? I think that's huge.
デモ CD 配布かっこ未定して冬にファーストアルバムリリースかっこ未定
To be determined.
下北沢発祥のエモエモなエモロックバンドになるぞ。確定情報が何一つないですね。確かにまだ曲もできてないのに。作詞のことすっかり忘れてた。りょうとぼっちちゃんに頑張っていた。
ぼっち no.
りょうは気づいたらもうほんと自由なんだから。じゃあ今日はありがとね。時間が経てば経つほど歌詞のハードルが上がっていく気がする。これ見せて冷たい反応されたら、いや気を使われて励まされたりとかしたら私。
Aww.
一旦誰かに見せて様子を見よう。
My heart.
りょうさんかな。りょうさん気とか使わなそうだし。
You sure about that? I think she'd be the... Aww. Honestly, I think Guro-chan would be the one that would most likely be open to it. Yeah? I think that should be like...
もう既読ついた。おしゃれカフェ。
Hold on. Wait a minute. Back it up, Bocchi. Back it the fuck up, Bocchi. Bocchi, back it 2 fucking steps up before you take a step in there. I would send a message. Hey, yo, you gonna pay for your shit? Because last time I saw you, you were eating weeds. Last time I saw you, you were eating them weeds like no tomorrow. I would not go in there without a fucking plan. Like, dude, Bocchi, let's double think this.
Predicted all
Let's
of
double
this,
think.
All of it.
Are you going to be comfortable going in there? Because all I know is like, yo, all right, why don't we meet outside, dude? We can fucking, we'll go for a drink or coffee or something, but not a le chic. Oh, no. I mean, she might be cool about it. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But last time we saw her, she had like no fucking cash on her. So I wonder, are we going to get a payoff here? Let's find out.
会食なんて一度も一人でしたことない。コンビニだってそれなりに気合い入れないと入れないのに。いきなり入っていいのかな。どうやって入るんだっけ。ドラマとかでどうしてた。確か。へい。大将やってる。
Are you winning? Are you winning diners? Are you winning diners? Bocchi comes in with the fucking meme of the century. Are you winning diners? And everyone's just like, what the fuck? Bocchi the best, dude. Oh, that fucking, I'm gonna be feeling that. I'm literally gonna be feeling that all throughout tomorrow. I have to go to a restaurant. I'm just gonna go in there and just be like, are you winning, diners? Oh, Bocchi, what are you doing to me? I like how she has like fucking curry and all you have is water. That's totally normal, right, Cloud Monkey? Trying too hard is true.
どうしよう、私から切り出せばいいのかな。でもさっきの撮影楽しかったですね。別にってなるかもしれないし。
Overthinking. Overthinking and anxiety, the mother of all fucking just hurt, dude. I was gonna say, the way that Real's looking at it, just show me the fucking lyrics, dude. Like, it's okay. It is what it is. I ain't gonna cringe. That's not a good face. She doesn't have big reactions, yeah. Oh, dude, she's a fucking queen. I have a feeling she's about to call her out on this shit. Oh, Cloud Monkey. This is good, but I'm waiting for the but. Nope. But it doesn't feel right. This is good. This is some good shit. This signature is what you should go for, yeah. Oh, dude, Emilio said, dude, I fucking feel that, dude. Bocchi, dude. Oh, no. Are you sure? I was gonna say, are you happy with these lyrics? Because this isn't you. I know. Can't do it anymore, you say as you give up on moving forward. On a road that seems to go on forever, it feels like you'll never arrive anywhere. And that's got you worried, doesn't it? But hey now, listen up. Don't forget you're not alone, that we're all here. We're sending you this cheer, just as your heart's about to... That doesn't sound like her. This does not sound like her at all. Your dreams will come true. Don't give up till the very end. Your dreams will come true. Believe in yourself and get walking again. Glory awaits you ahead. I feel like I've heard 101 pop songs like this. For everyone around the world trying hard, go for it. If I were reading these lyrics, I'd be like, it sounds like you're trying too hard to change into a new direction of what's popular instead of trying to be yourself. Hey now, you're a rock star. Cringerino. I know, dude. I'm like reading these lyrics, and that's one thing I'd probably tell them.
昔は別のバンドにいたんだ。そのバンドの青臭いけどまっすぐな歌詞が好きだ。
Their lyrics were awkward. Oh, but you were part of another band.
必死になってどんどん歌詞を売れ線にし。
This show's fucking real. Holy fuck. But they're desperate for sales. He started going in a more commercial direction.
それが嫌になったからやめたんだ。やめる時もちょっと揉めたりして。バンドそのものが嫌になってた頃。
Oh.
ねえ、
Oh.
今ならベースやって。
Oh.
なんで？だって私、寮のベース好きだし。
Oh.
そうにじかに言われて、
My
もう
heart.
一度バンドやってみようかなって。個性捨てたら死んでるのと一緒だよ。
True. Abandoning your uniqueness is equivalent to dying. Here's the thing. And I love the way that this is addressing it because it's true. Your uniqueness, your weirdness, your whatever makes you you. And if you're a content creator, you're whatever, your uniqueness, your weirdness makes you you. If all of a sudden, you know, you abandon it because you want to go more streamlined to get more views or do whatever. Sure, you might get more views, but you're killing, in a way, you're abandoning your uniqueness. What made you unique? And if you're just trying to ride a wave, how long before that wave crashes? Dorito is really the friend we all need. Yep. Such a well-written character, honestly.
だからいろいろ考えてつまんない歌詞書かないでいいからぼっちの好きなように書いてよ。
That's fine.
でもそれリア10個に歌わせたら面白くない？毎日一人のろ
Clown monkey head is just real.
I predicted all of
Sorry,
this, you
guys.
know.
Okay.
All of it.
Okay. Hold on. This is just based on psychology, guys. Once you start to know the characters and start putting them in their tropes that they do fit, you can start making. I've shown you my thought process. I've shown you my thought. Really, a time traveler. On every fucking show we've done, I've shown you my thought process.
バラバラな個性が集まって一つの音楽になってそれが結束バンドの色になるんだから。
No.
りょうさんちゃんとした人だったんだ。
She is, and you guys are gonna be like best buds or some shit.
はい。りょうさんお会計。ごめん、今お金ないからおごって。
I'm just gonna shut the fuck up from now. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up from now on. I am angry. Yeah, let's carry on. This is what a good psychologist should be able to. I've just been eating weeds. This is what a good psychologist should be able to do. Oh. True, this is what any good psychologist should be able to call this shit out, dude. Rio the broke. Aww.
本当にごめん。来月返します。あ、いつでも大丈夫なので。私頑張ります。
Huh.
じゃあ楽しみにしてるよ。
Bye bye. Oh yeah, I'll pay you next week or some shit. Not all of them, Dan. There are some that will literally, like, they're pretty outdated psychologists or people who will use extremely big words to try and, like, confuse people in order to not go ahead and, like, have a natural conversation about what's happening. Like, whenever I talk here, like, one of the big things that I try and do is keep it at our level, to keep it at a conversational level, because I'm not going to go ahead and start throwing out terminology that has no meaning in your life, you know? Like, we're going to keep it at a level that we understand one another, that we can joke about, but I'm not going to go in behind and start, like, you know, start talking about, like, so on and so forth. Psych wizard, psych puppy, predict what will happen in the next 30 minutes, easy mode. I feel like I called it in the beginning in a weird way. Oh, fuck yeah, let's go, Bocchi. Had a real one, Cloud Monkey? Oh, I appreciate you, mate. So much. But that's a good thing.
少ないかもしれないけど、誰かに深く刺さるんじゃないかな。
Exactly. What'd I say?
急に仲良くなってるの？
That's propinquity, guys. That's why I push it. Propinquity is so fucking beautiful. It can make friendships. It can make shit blossom, guys. I talked about this weird triangle that was forming because it is. if you connect with people, hang out with them, join them, get on Discord calls, play games with them, so on and so forth. That's what makes your connection with them thrive. Important to hit that niche market. True. That's me for real. Bocchi. Señorita Bocchi. Please. Please don't go overboard. I'm starting to understand you. And I kind of want to do a RAADS-R test on you. I kind of have a feeling that your RAADS-R would come up incredibly high. In case you guys don't know, RAADS-R is what a psychologist does for people on the spectrum, right? And not everyone on the spectrum has different elements, right? There's social elements that you might rank high for on the spectrum itself, right? I'm kind of curious, and I kind of want to do it for Bocchi once we get enough information, because I have a feeling Bocchi's the type of individual who hyper fixates on things. For example, this picture of her and her friends, and she might print out like 1,000 copies or keep it under her desk, or like, you know, oh, these are my friends. Oh yeah, no, these are my friends. You like my friends? Oh yeah, come into my room. Here's my friend. Here's my friend. Here's my other friend. Here's a picture of her smiling. Here's a picture of when I caught her drinking an orange drink. Here's another picture. You know, like, yes, hyperfixation can be hard. That's why I'm like, I really want to do a fucking RAADS-R test. I hope she only prints one and fucking like stops my train of thought right now. I hope so, but the way that the printer is shown, it's scaring me. It is terrifying me, because it's like, it's pushing me. I am interested. If Bocchi's on the spectrum, I ain't gonna lie. I'm really I'm on the edge of fucking pulling out the test and doing it, because she might be, if she fucking prints out like 20 copies. If she prints out more than 5 copies, I might have to do the test. Yeah, because you have to remember, every shot is deliberate. For example, right? If I'm doing this, right, and all of a sudden I do like, welcome to 360p Ed. You know, every shot's deliberate. That's my point. But like, you can print out a couple, right, from memories, but if you print out more than 20 or 10, I'm gonna start questioning you. Bocchi, you figured out the lyrics, but no one just shows a picture for no reason. Do your best. Aww. Oh. Wait. Oh. Oh. What the fuck?
Predicted all of this, you know. All of it.
What the fuck is this? No. No. Get that. Oh no, I'm fucking dying here. Stop. Oh, okay. So Bocchi might be on the spectrum. She might be anxious and on the spectrum. Oh. 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 Is that not how you appreciate your friends? Okay, guys, do you want to do the RAADS-R test with me? Oh, that broke my fucking scouter. I did not expect that. I'm not even gonna lie. Hold on. That's easily over 10 pictures. Oh, 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't even see the edge of the room here. Oh, we can't even see the edge of the room. I have a feeling her score for fucking social communication and whatnot, she's gonna rank pretty high. All right, guys, are we doing the RAADS-R test? Mods, can you throw up a vote? Yeah, this is way over 10. Mods, can we throw up a vote, please? I would even say 5 is like pushing it, you know, or even 3 is pushing it. For yes or no as to whether or not we should do the RAADS-R test. It's 80 questions, and I don't know all of them, so you guys might need to help without spoiling. She's gonna need more ink. Actually, true. My fucking printer can't even print out like 10 pages worth of ink pictures without it's like low on color printer ink, you know? Like, oh. All right, guys, the mods are throwing it up. Whoa, we watched Bocchi for 2 hours. Hey, yo, Bocchi's a good show. 75 in total. I would like to sleep before 6 a.m. Like, oof. All right, the poll is up, guys. Should we do the RAADS-R test and find out if, you know, Bocchi might be on the spectrum? What do you guys think? Not as much as your favorite ecological theory. Honestly, yeah, well, we did the ecological theory in Bocchi before. I think we've done more than most people. Most people would just talk endlessly or, like, you know, do whatever. But we've actually done, like, case studies. We brought up the ecological theory and gone through it, and, you know. I mean, they're basic questions, you know. We can go through them. And YouTube, hey, I guess you're experiencing this because this is what an actual psychologist does, you know. Gods, I appreciate it. Hell yeah. I am bad with Twitch. Sorry, I was at 20% or something. Yes, this test is online. You can search it up yourself. There's a RAADS-R test. It is not... You should seek professional, like, approval before taking this test because it could just be general anxiety or other things out there, you know, that might be mixing out. But from what I've seen, I kind of want to go ahead and, like, I would be testing this out on her. I'm not even going to lie. Because immediately, for me, this is, like, it just clicked.
What's with these guys?
Also, thanks so much for the follow, Gots. I really appreciate it. I hope you're doing well for practicing that self-care. So yeah, so make sure you guys vote. Do you guys want to see the RAADS-R test? 78% of you are saying yes. 18 are saying yes. 5 are saying maybe not. The rest of you guys, you don't have to be following or subscribed to go ahead and vote. Let me go ahead and pull it up. I guess I'm going to pull it up. Right? Fuck. Ed, an IRL session. At what point do you consider a RAADS-R test? Usually during the intake. During an intake after... between beginning and ending of the season. They might, Starman. They might fluctuate a little bit. It's, especially if it's like social stuff, because you can work on social stuff. But I bet you, like, even then, ask some of the childhood questions in your childhood. For example, one of the questions is, an intake is like usually the first meeting that you have with the psychologist or case manager at your health home. They do like a 2-hour intake, which is like finding out about your psychosocial history, your developmental, so on and so forth. It's in order to, for us to find out what you have like accomplished, right? All right, hold on. RAADS-R test. Let me bring it up. I can't believe we're doing this, but we're doing this. We're doing a RAADS-R test live on stream, ladies and gentlemen. This is fucking wild. Oh, wowie woo wow, wowie woo wow. Okay, I know we've done it for Edis. We did Rudy and Eris. We can get through this. All right, I guess we're taking the test here. There's all of them, yeah. All right, guys, here we go. Yes, go ahead and ask the question as we take the test, Magister. Feel free. So the first question is for Bocchi. Is I am a sympathetic person. True now when she was younger, true only now, true only when I was younger than 16, or never true? What do you guys think? Magister, feel free to ask a question, mate. You think A? True now when I was young? Okay. Okay. I think A. Good, good. Good. There we go. Yeah, you can say true. True. Okay. Well, we can go through all of this. True. True now. True when I was younger than 16, or never true. I often use words and phrases from movies and televisions and conversations. This can include games and animes and memes, because memes is a big part of this. I'm going to say true now and when I was young, because she did just use, are you winning diners? Right? Yeah, it's A, definitely. Okay, I am often surprised when others tell me I have been rude. What do you guys think? She's a true internet baby. A true internet baby. Hey, okay, true now. Okay, wow. Here we go. By the way, for those of you on YouTube, hey, in case you're feeling this and you're like, wait a minute, my answers might be a little different. Come take it. Embrace it. Autism.com, RAADS-R test. You can do this for any of your characters and find out, hey, you know what? Maybe they do, maybe they don't, whatever. Sometimes I talk too loudly or too softly and I'm not aware of it. Number 4, true now. Okay. Number 5, I often don't know how to act in social situations. True now. Number 6, I can put myself in other shoes. Yeah. I gave number 5 an A because kind of obvious. But number 6, what do you guys think? 6, never true. Okay. Number 7, I have a hard time figuring out what some phrases mean, like you are the apple of my eye. What do we think? Ladies and gentlemen, what do we think? Thank you. Appreciate you, Nick. Have a great night. Never true, says Nick. But there's a difference between impressions and then knowing what phrases are, you know? Cloud Monkey says A. Nick Mirror Master says not true. Ooh, this seems like a mixed reaction. I'd go with D, says Spiffy. Alright, guys. Number 7's a bit... I have a hard time... Okay. So what do they look like? Oh, dude, I don't know. I don't know what they look like. I've always done this thing, and oh, I have always done this thing. I've never done this thing. I only did it when I was young. They are Aqua, and sadly, that's the way a lot of tests are still written because that's the only qualitative way that people are able to go out and do certain things. So it's quite difficult to go out and answer, especially when being like for testing for certain things. But this is yet one of the most reliable tests because it breaks it down into different elements for finding out if individuals meet the criteria for being on the spectrum, sadly. So Rainy says C. I'm gonna go with 7D for right now, though. Meant for question 6 rather than 7. Oh, okay. Number 8. I only talk to people who share my special interest. How about that? I mean, she never really talks to people. If we're gonna be honest with it, like, you know, she only yeah. She talked to people in her special interest, her bandmates, yeah. I focus on details rather than the overall idea, i.e. if you have a lot of anxiety, what do you do? Also, hi, I forgot to say, hi, Aqua. Guys, Aqua Ace is absolutely fantastic. I can't tell you enough how much I love her. Yeah, I would say A as well. True now and when I was young. Number 10, I always notice how food feels in my mouth. I've never seen that so far. And chat is saying no. How you doing, Aqua? Guys, go follow Aqua at LPGWV. Absolutely incredible streamer. They play a lot of good games, a lot of horror games. 11, I miss my best friends or family when we are apart for a long time. I can see that. I can see anxiety rising because of that. Sometimes I offend others by saying what I am thinking, even if I don't mean to. What do you guys think for 12? Not really. True. What do you guys think? Guys, you guys are being therapists with me. You guys are coming along this journey with me. We're starting a revolution. We are doing something unique that hasn't been done for this show because a lot of people would rather talk about all of this rather than actually showing you the work that people have to do through this. I'm thrown. Yeah, Dan the Hive. A lot of questions, especially for being tested, are like this. You know, and sadly, this is the way that insurance companies, at least in the US, go through it. But this is one of the most reliable tests in order for at least being able to go ahead and categorize. And then you can go further in depth with questions and whatnot to find out what level they are. But this will at least tell you if they meet the minimum criteria to qualify for being on the spectrum. 13A. I only like to think and talk about a few things that interest me. Okay, there you go. 14. I'd rather go out to eat in a restaurant by myself than with someone I know. What do you guys think? I think she'd be too afraid to offend anyone. 14D. Okay, 15. I cannot imagine what it would be like to be someone else. Others consider me odd or different. I can wait, 15 what? Make sure you guys type in 15, whatever number you think it is. Others consider me odd or different. I think so. Honestly, she was isolated when she was a little kid. And even nowadays, like in her high school, people have thought that. 15D is what I'm seeing. 15A or B. 15A? Ooh, people... 15D, 15A. Ooh, the answers are wild here. I'm seeing a lot of A. I'm seeing more A's than D's. Anybody else? Anybody else? $15D. Okay, there you go. 15B. All right, we're on 15D. 16. I have been told that I am clumsy or uncoordinated. What do you guys think? I know. We're gonna, some of these that we can answer. 20, we've already seen that through her lyrics. I like to copy the way certain people speak and act that helps me appear more normal. And I think that's 16A. All right. 17, others consider me odd or different. I put A. 18, I understand when friends need to be comforted. I need a and 19. 19, I haven't seen that. 17A? Yeah. 18A? 18A. 18A? I'm saying 19D. I'm saying a 19D here. We're going through this, guys. This is your guys'... It can be very intimidating for me to talk to more than one person at a time if it's not her bandmates. Let's think about this. If it is not her bandmates, do you think that she would be intimidating? True. True. 23, meeting new people is usually easy for me. Nope. 23, meeting new people was pretty fucking hard, wasn't it? It was terrifying. 24, I get highly confused when someone interrupts me and talks when I am talking about something I am truly interested in. Evil therapist. Alice! Ooh, Alice, I love you. I need your help in Overwatch again. Dude, okay, hold on real quick. I know we're watching this and we're doing this for Bocchi, but I was playing Overwatch and I did like 30,000 healing and we only played the game for like 22, 23 minutes and like 12k damage, but my DPS and everyone sucked. Magister, I appreciate you. Magister, real quick, when it comes to character designs and whatnot, I don't know the novel, so I can't really predict. It's gonna be a little bit harder to go ahead and do that, you know? I appreciate you though. Yeah, I don't really know past like the anime that we watched. Like I haven't read the novel, so I don't know, dude. That's the best way I can do it. Unless you want me to take a wild guess, you know? Anyway, 24. 25 is A. 24 is what? Sorry, A as well? Okay. Yeah, Tim, feel free to join the Discord. I appreciate all of you. I thought you could have made a... I could make a wild guess. I'll probably make a wild guess next time you're on. I'll think about it. 25, I don't think it's A. What do you think it is? 26D. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of D for 26. 25D as well. Okay, there you go. There you go. We can fix that. 27. I take things too literally, so I often miss what people are trying to say. Have a good night, Magister. Appreciate you. You're wonderful, man. I hope you know that. 27A, I'm hearing a lot of. Yeah. 28. It is very difficult for me to understand when someone's embarrassed or jealous. Alice, in case you're wondering, we're doing this for a character to find out if they're on the autism spectrum, right? On the spectrum in general. 28D. 29. Some ordinary textures that do not bother others feel very offensive when they touch my skin. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I haven't seen it. 30. I get extremely upset when the way I like to do things suddenly change. 30 is A. Yeah. We're doing something unique because I feel like a lot of individuals out there who cover this, they might go through different angles, but they don't really go through something like this, you know? And also, how's your day going? How you doing, Alice? 31D. Okay, I've never wanted or needed to have what other people call an intimate relationship, I feel. You want to do it? I'll put it on here right now. Feel free to do it. This is the way that a lot of like good psychologists will go ahead and test you. 32. It is difficult for me to start and stop a conversation. I need to keep going until I am finished. 32 is a lot of people saying A here. 32A. 33. Oh, I can already tell, guys. She's more than likely going to get a pretty high rank in terms of like the social skills and development. I'm glad, Tim. 33D. 34. I don't know. The same sound or color texture. I've never heard that. The phrase "I've got you under my skin." We don't know that. 35. We don't know that. It looks different on my phone. You just gotta keep scrolling down. Yeah, you just gotta keep scrolling down. Yeah, if we don't know, it's never true. Sometimes the sound of a word or a high-pitched noise. Well, she plays in a band, so I don't know that. Is she an understanding type of person? 37. Is she an what do you mean that's another one? What do you mean that's another one? That's it. That's it, Alusu. 37A. You just gotta... Oh, to Nickmare. Oh, okay. I thought it was to me. I was like, Alusu, what do you mean? 38. I do not connect with characters in movies. D. Because she has to in order to write the songs, right? I was scared, Alusu. You scared me. 39. I cannot tell when someone is flirting with me. Honestly, I'll be honest. This one is one that I'm like, I can now, but when I was younger, I didn't give a fuck. Like, you were flirting with me, and I was like, cool, bruh. Good job, dude. I even sometimes, even nowadays, I'm kind of oblivious to that. I'll be honest with you. It just depends. I'm gonna ace this. Alice, try and get the top score. 39A, speculative. D, because we don't know. Yeah, if we don't know, it's never true. If we haven't seen it, it's never true. You know? 40, I can see in my mind the exact detailed things that I am interested in. 172. Yeah, Nick, man, you got a high score. I never fail a test. Oof. Oof. 40A. Okay. 41. I keep a list of things that are interesting to me when they have no practical use. Also, let me blow my nose. Otherwise, you're going to hear me all my bourgeois. Give me a second. All right, 41D. 41D, 41A? I'm seeing A and D. Oh, her lyric collection. You're right. You're right, though. Her lyric collection. Printer. Yeah, what she printed out. Me reviewing for my RAADS-R test. Touch me, Dobo. Hey, at least you guys know how to ace this test whenever we do it. When I feel overwhelmed by my senses, I have to isolate to shut them down. Okay, this one, we saw this. When she felt overwhelmed, what did she do? They had to call her out on that, dude. 43, I like to talk things over with my friends. That's a big A. She glitched out, dude. She glitched out. She goes under the table, Cloud Monkey, just like fucking like soothing herself, like, I will be a good boy today. She can, okay, I like to talk things over with my friends. I think she can do it. TLC says D, though. Ooh, okay. Too shy. This is true. We haven't seen her put up her boundaries, though. She talked her lyrics over with Ryo. True. Well, it can be true only now, or true only when I was younger than 16. If she's 16 or older, it's going to be true only now. It's probably going to be B. Yeah. It's probably going to be B. I'm putting her at 16. I don't know, guys. I'm literally just going to put her at that cutoff date right there. She's 15, so okay. So it's going to be true only when I was younger than 16. If she's 15, then that's a C. First year of high school. I don't know what that enables. I cannot tell if someone is interested or bored when what I'm saying. What do you guys think? And hello, how are you doing? We're doing a RAADS-R test for Bocchi here. What do you guys think? I cannot tell if someone's interested or bored. 44D. Okay. If she's 15, then it's true when I was younger than 16. Because we're not going to treat her like, you know, an extreme adult in that one. I mean, we can, but whatever. All right, 45. It can be hard. Or 40. Yeah, something like that. 44A. Okay. Okay. 45. True. True. 45. By the way, feel free to go through 45, 46, 47. I'm seeing 45A from Nick Mirror. I'll trust that. It can be very hard to read someone's face and body movements when they're talking. I just got 59. That seems I'm living up to my name. 46D. I'm seeing that. I've never seen that yet. 47D. I feel comfortable with dating. I've not seen that. Or in social situations. Oh, nope. Nope. 48. Bro, I'm bad at this. I try to be helpful as I can when others are telling me their personal problems. I mean, we've seen that. 49. I have been told that I have an unusual voice. Flat, monotone, childish, or high-pitched. Okay. Okay. Sometimes 49D. I'm seeing a lot of D here pop up. Ooh. I'm seeing a lot of, for 49, that's in contention, guys. 50, sometimes a thought or subject gets stuck in my mind and I have to talk about it, even if no one's interested. I think 50 is A. I think 50 is A. 49D, she never speaks. Okay. What do you mean? You guys are going at it. She does all those weird noises. She does. 51, I do certain things with my hands over and over again. We've seen this. We've seen this. Guys, 51. We're going through with it again. You guys can answer this by yourselves to get whatever answer you want. 51A, I have never been interested in what most other people I know consider interesting. What do we think for 52? Go through it, guys. Throw out your answers. 52A is, I'm seeing from TLC here. What do we think? Nick Mir says 49 is A, trust me. 52 is A. Oh, trust me, Nick. I think the score is going to be high enough already. I can already tell. It's going to be high enough already. I can almost make the fucking assumption here that we're more than likely going to get Bocchi far above the scale here. I'm considered a compassionate type of person. What do we think? Yeah? I think she's compassionate. I'll be honest with you. 54. I get along with other people by following a specific set of rules that help me look normal. I mean, she tries. It doesn't work, though. I don't think that's true. She might break the scale. It's very difficult for me to work and function in groups. It's never... well, that depends. True only when I was... well, 54A. Okay, yeah, 54A. 55, though. 55, what do we think? It's very difficult for me to work and function in groups. We're getting close, guys. I think it's very difficult. I think it's true. I think it's true when I was young. When I am talking to someone, it is hard to change the subject if the other person does so. I can get upset and confused. 56. 57. I can chat and make small talk with people. You can chat, make small talk with friends, with people that are your bandmates, but I haven't seen you interact with other people. You know, you run it through your head, but not necessarily. 56 is D, I'm saying. 56 is D. Okay. I'm saying 57 being D as well. Yeah, we haven't seen that. 55 is C. Okay, yeah, sure. Doesn't really change the score. She beatboxes 59. Some things that should feel painful are not. When I hurt myself or burn my eye. We haven't seen that. We haven't seen that. 60. When talking to someone, I have a hard time telling when it is my turn to talk or listen. I'm considered a loner for now. Yeah, let's be honest. 60A. Yo, Kebby, congratulations. You scored pretty good. 62. She burned her hand with coffee. Oh, true. 59 is A. She did burn her hand with coffee, but 60... hold on. She seemed 5. All right, I guess we're going with true for 59. 63, I like things to be exactly... 63 is A? 62 is D. Okay. Okay, 63 is A? 60 is A. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, 63. I like things to be exactly the same day. These are done. Nickmare, we're going through with what the show has shown us so far, right? Or shown you guys as well. I'm not being spoiled. This is straight up. We're doing this live. How to make friends and socialize is still a mystery for me. 63D. She doesn't want to change. Okay. Thanks so much for the hydrate, Raccoon. I know we're getting close. I'm saying no, but whatever. 64 is A. 65. It calms me to spin around or rock in a chair when I am feeling stressed. Well, here's the thing. It doesn't have to necessarily be a rock or be in a chair, but it can be go in a box. Yeah, I was going to say it can be go in a box. It calms me to be, to be secluded or do a unique little thing in there. Or the floor. Or hang out under tables or trash cans, yeah. 66, he wears his heart does not make sense to me. We don't know. We don't know. Solid Snake. 67, if I'm in a place where there are many smells, textures, or feels, we don't know. I feel anxious or frightened. We don't know. We don't know. We haven't seen that where she freaks out because there's a lot of smells or noises or bright lights. 68, I can tell when someone says one thing but means another. Guys, these are gonna be the hard ones. We're at the home stretch here. 68 is D. 69 is ah. Chat, we're getting so fucking close. Let's finish this. And then we'll get our scores for Bocchi. And we'll find out, is Bocchi on the spectrum? 69 is A because she's insecure. 70, I keep my thoughts stacked in memories like they're filing cards. And I pick out the ones that I need by looking through the stack and finding the right one. 70D, 71, the same sound, even though I know it has not changed. Okay, we haven't seen that. I enjoy spending time and eating and talking with my family and friends. 72, she does enjoy it, so is that A? 69 is A. Okay, yeah, I have A. But 72, A. 73, I can't tolerate things. I haven't seen that. I don't like to be hugged or held. We haven't seen that unless you guys have. So 74. 75. 73D, yep. 74. 75, when I go somewhere, I have to follow a similar route or I get very confused or upset. What happens every single time after the show usually ends? The first episode. 74D. 75. 74A, you'll know it. Will I? As I said, you guys, if your score is different than mine, no, it's because I'm doing it through chat. So chat is the one that's deciding this. If you guys already know the answers to this, come in and do it yourself, and you guys will get more accurate answers than what we're getting right now. This is just based off of the couple of episodes that we have seen. 75D, never true. I've never... Okay. 74D as well. All right. 76, it is difficult to figure out what other people expect of me. I like to have close friends. I mean, she wants to. 76 Ultra A. All right. 77A. 78, people tell me I give too much detail. We're in the last three, guys. Last three, let's go. Let's find out Bocchi's score. Tell me that I give too much detail. What do you guys think? True now when I was younger or what? 79D. 80D. 78D. All right, there you guys go. All right, guys. Here we go. Let's find out the results. Bocchi, for language, would be fine. Sensory motor would rank 5. Circumscribed interest would rank fine. Social relatedness, she would score high enough. In case you guys are wondering. The mean score, this is the mean score, 123. It's a lot closer to 130 of people on the spectrum with strong evidence for autism. Her social relatedness would put that high. Our good friend Bocchi has some strong evidence that they are on the spectrum, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, the more accurate your answers are, the more that you guys will be able to go ahead and go through this. You guys might be able to find this, for example, language doesn't really rank high. Social motors or sensory motors doesn't really rank high. Circumscribed interest, maybe, but her social relatedness is the one that breaks it out of the water there. Again, 65, the overall mean of which autism is considered, and she's 123. She's 123, guys. So the mean score, there you guys go. And there you guys go. This is Embrace Autism. It's a RAADS-R test score that's made public for people to go ahead and, like, you know, try it out. Of course, it takes a licensed psychologist, a licensed therapist. Damn, this is how you're able to at least get a minimum thing. Yep. Especially for insurance purposes, and at least being able to rule out a lot of other traits. For example, if I was looking at this, right? If I was looking at this, all of a sudden I'm like, social relatedness, that's it. Like, that's super duper high. And that's exactly why we do this. That's exactly why we bring this out, because this is a conversation starter. Now that we know that Bocchi gets a total of 123 according to our current state and time after episode 4 is rating that high. Guys, what do you think? Does that change the way that you see Bocchi? Or does that fall in line with what you've thought? What do you guys think? For me, honestly, it kind of makes sense. No, Bocchi is Bocchi. For me, it makes sense. It makes 100% sense. Bocchi might be on the spectrum. And that's okay. And that's A-okay. She's just like me for real, for real. I see that, to be honest. Yep. And there you guys go, guys. If for those of you guys that do have more information, feel free to go ahead and go test this out on any of your characters, anyone that you like. Good way to go ahead and, like, get comfortable with the idea of what being on the spectrum is, learn a little bit more about it. Test it out, guys. Honestly, we went with our limited knowledge, or with the limited knowledge that chat was willing to go ahead and give me and what we've seen. So go ahead and test it out yourself. Your test scores will probably be more accurate than mine. Of course, if I had Bocchi in person, we'd be able to ask a lot more questions and get more details. But it is what it is. It is what it is.